Hey there, I'm Nick. I almost called myself John. Well, welcome to the new edition of the rare stuff in my collection. This was a video series I did a few years ago showcasing the more rare stuff that I own. But yeah, as you've seen in one of my previous reaction videos, I canceled the DVD series because of my disassociation with the physical media community and also lack of motivation. I just didn't really want to do those anymore. But I still want to do collection videos. This is going to be the more rare stuff that I own. In the original version, the first two parts had like really terrible lighting, so hopefully this will be better. Like you could barely see anything. Yeah, a lot of the stuff I'm actually going to be selling in a few years. Definitely will make a lot of money off of this because like a lot of the stuff's becoming more increasingly valuable. So yeah. So first, let's talk about this Brum DVD. This was the 2000s version of Brum. This aired on Discovery Kids and TLC, and I vaguely remember watching it. These videos were distributed by Koch Vision, which is, I guess, a division of Koch Records. Uh, so yeah, it features various episodes. It's called Brum Crazy Car, or no, Crazy Chair Chase and Other Stories, which features that episode. It features the bank robbers, Brum and the mischievous mouse, Brum and the cream balloon. That just sounds so off. Brum and the paint pandemonium, Brum and the stolen necklace, and Brum and the gold buggy. There were quite a few of these DVDs, and a lot of them that you can find on eBay like are like former like library copies, like this one. There's like some sort of scratch on the label, but didn't scratch the actual disc. So yeah, each part is kind of like a pattern of some sorts. They're each like on each the stuff I have on each of the shelves. So like on the top of those shelves, that's where these sit at. They're kind of like a category, I guess. These are mostly stuff from my childhood that I have been keeping for a while, but I'll probably get rid of them at some point. Next up we have is Booba Comfy Armchair. By the way, before I made this video, I actually did fact check if some of these are actually rare. In the original version, I showed off a lot of Game Boy Advance games, but I showed the games as well when I meant to only show the covers, because like the boxes are pretty rare. Yeah. The Booba videos and DVD releases have become quite rare these days, and I have all of them, like all like the uh, the actually released ones, not like any like promotional ones. This one actually is a promotional one because it's a demo tape. I got this along with another Booba demo tape and two Teletubbies ones, which I only have one of the Teletubbies ones still at the video store. I wasn't even supposed to get these. You're not supposed to rent or buy the demo tapes from a video store, but I guess they knew I was a big fan of Teletubbies and Booba, so yeah, for distributor and retailer promotional use only. These were the first demo tapes I owned. Unlike the other ones, which only have the first episode, this one has all three episodes. It says the series that has kids dancing for joy. Booba is a unique participatory televisual experience for children aged 3 to 6. That's kind of older than Teletubbies age demographic. I never realized that. Booba debuted on PBS Kids on January 19th, 2004. That's kind of the reason why I did these videos, because that was during Booba's 20th anniversary. The Boobas themselves are 5 colorful atoms of energy: Humba, Zumba, Zing Zing Zingba, Jumba, and Jingba. Booba engages children with funny sounds, brilliant visuals, and compelling characters. Booba is a program that has been designed to inspire children to get off the couch. The silly sounds, dynamic movements, and funny dances of the boobahs invite children to spontaneously mimic the characters on screen. Visit Boobah online at pbskids.org/boobah. Not anymore. And it shows like a little description for the first 2 video releases, which are Comfy Armchair and Squeaky Socks. Some of these demo tapes have like the US version of the episodes. I think Big Windows is one of them, but this one does not. I upload the full video if you want to see it. Maybe I'll leave the description, leave in the description some of these. Yeah, this is that. It has like a Canadian like rating thing. I guess this is from Canada. The original animated program. There's some animation in there. They gave this to me for only like $2.95. See if there's a print date. It looks like it says the 24th week of 2004. It's definitely very interesting because it also has the Paramount logo and the feature presentation bumper, which is never usually on the PBS Kids videos. Here we have kid songs. This is A Day at Old MacDonald's Farm. This is rare because this is the Kid Vision version. The Kid Vision and the Sony Wonder releases are a lot more rare. But yeah. But an interesting thing is that this one actually has the Sony Wonder label, but it still has the Kid Vision tape master. Let's see, is there a print date? No. So this is gonna show like all the really rare stuff, like rare releases of videos or books or stuff, or DVDs that come with like pamphlets and like booklets. So yeah, here we have another Kid Vision release. This one is If We Could Talk to the Animals. I'm obsessed with parrots, by the way, like especially ones that can talk, because I've been seeing like a few of them lately. Yeah. Unlike similar to last time, this one has a different label, but it's the Warner Reprise label. I don't know what Warner Reprise is. I think that's just one of the many divisions of Warner Bros. Now we have some books. These are books based on the Humongous Entertainment games. These were pretty easy to find when I first got them, but they're incredibly rare now. At least the ones published by Lyric Publishing, who also made Barney. So yeah, I won't show the full book. Maybe I'll do a separate video showcasing this or whatever. The books of the Humongous Entertainment games are mostly based on certain like events in the games. This one's based on Putt-Putt Travels Through Time. It's called Putt-Putt Lost in Time. Yeah. Creative director Trisha Legault, rest in peace. Yeah, a lot of the people at Lyric Studios worked on this. Printed at Color Dynamics. A lot of these were released at the time when Lyric was going through financial troubles, and they were bought by Hit Entertainment, and Hit Entertainment shut down Lyric's publishing division when that happened. So a lot of these are pretty rare. They didn't reprint these at Scholastic, who took over the publishing of their books. So yeah, it was also released at a horrible time for Humongous Entertainment, because Humongous Entertainment was going through financial troubles as well, and they laid off 40% of their employees, and like Atari took over. This one's Freddi Fish, Whale of a Tale. Yeah. I love the Humongous Entertainment games, but I can't believe I didn't know much about these books until much later on in my life. I gotta do like a video reading all these, but like yeah, it's printed. Did I say it was printed at Color Dynamics? That's where Barney's earlier seasons were filmed. Here we have a Pajama Sam one. I actually tried buying another Pajama Sam one online, but the order got canceled. Yeah, think it was. I think it was the Out to Lunch one. This one right here. They made a lot of unique books. There's a What's the Difference book. There's like yeah, Lunchbox one. Lyric Studios released like books that were shaped of like a lunchbox or like a toolbox or a purse. And here, this is Pajama Sam Amazing TV Adventure. Pajama Sam gets sucked into the TV, and like this part's funny where he's like commenting on the laugh track. He's like, "Gee, thanks, but who are you and who's that laughing?" The caption's like, "Ha ha 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 ha." That's my impression of the laugh track. It must have been a wild dream. That was it. It was all a dream, or was it? Thanks for your help, Pajama Sam. Here we have another Putt-Putt one. The Great Pet Chase. I think this one's supposed to be based on Putt-Putt Enters the Race. This seems to be one of the earlier ones because it doesn't show like the other books. It just shows the other characters. They made one of Spy Fox, and I recently seen a picture of the front cover, but that one's pretty rare. I guess because like Spy Fox was made for like more older kids, and Lyric Studios didn't want to do much with properties like that after like the failure of Wishbone. We have one more book, Freddi Fish. Freddi Fish, The Missing Letters Mystery. I don't know why I'm stumbling. Yeah. This shows how big Lyric Studios was with their publishing division. But I wish these had more promotion. I wish like more people have read these and like happy 4th birthday, Ricky Bryant. I don't know who that is. This is a big book. I'm having trouble like so like all like the letters go missing. It's Gil Barker from the games that takes them to make a sign. Case closed. Yeah, I'm sure this case is not closed. I love puffy like book covers like this, but this one feels so fragile. Oh no, Droopy fell. Here's Tots TV and the lovely bubbly surprise. This is one of the videos of the US dub of this show. They only made like a few of them. They're pretty rare, but I was able to get this one. I'm pretty sure you can find some of them. Some of them are on YouTube, including this one. So yeah, this was distributed by Video Treasures, right when like Anchor Bay was taking over. It's an interesting video because, like in the U.S. version of the show, they would, because each episode was short, they would put like multiple episodes together to make one episode. This one starts with like an opening introduction where the tots are excited to see us, the viewer, I guess. Oh no, is that mold? Is this tape moldy? No. It isn't. I don't think so. It looks like there is, but I think it's just on the outside of the glass. It plays fine. Some copies have an ink label, but like this one does not. And then like because it's multiple episodes, only the second episode on here involves the lovely bubbly surprise. Because the first episode is about like I guess giraffes and stuff. I did a reaction to this also if you want to see it. Now here's some of the toys. This is the Tinky Winky one. This is I guess like a Koosh ball, like plush hybrid. They made ones of all four Teletubbies as well as Barney, BJ, and Baby Bop, which I'm pretty sure you've seen those ones in Barney Builders, Barney collection videos. These are pretty rare. I tried looking for these online a while ago. I tried looking for the other Teletubbies and the Barney character ones. These are like yeah. It reminds me of when Tinky Winky dances with the skirt on. He's like jumping for fun. Yeah. After all that jumping, Tinky Winky was very tired. It looks just like in the video when he falls asleep. This one's an interesting one. So, Tom and Jerry the movie, which was a movie that came out in 1993, yeah, the one where like Tom and Jerry talk, they made so much merchandise out of this movie, despite the fact that it did so poorly, both critically and financially. But they made like so much merchandise. You're gonna see some soon in this series, but this is the first one. This is like a little figurine of Robin, one of the characters in the movie. This was the one that Andy McAfee, the actress who voiced Robin, gave away as like a contest thing. This is not the exact same one she gave away. This is one I found on eBay. So yeah, I'm gonna pause it for a second. Okay, now we have Twitchy from Hoodwinked. Hoodwinked merchandise is pretty rare. Like, yeah, at least relating to the first movie. They made like Hoodwinked 2, like Burger King toys. You can find those like easily on like any website, despite the fact that like that was controversial because like they released them too early. But yeah, the Twitchy plush. I saw this on some UK website, and I wanted to get it so badly, but it was sold out before I could even find enough money to get it. But I did find it again years later on Etsy. They're somewhat easy to find, but like not that many of them are being sold. It's definitely very interesting to see this. It looks a lot like Scooter from Barney and Friends. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, no, I'm not gonna show the Burger King toys. Maybe I'll show some of them with like the original packaging. But yeah. But then here we have Spike from Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry merchandise like is so like expensive and so hard to find that I don't even know why. But yeah. But I got this Spike toy in a lot with like two small Tom and Jerry ones, even though I already have two bigger ones that were also pretty hard to find. But yeah, it's cute. It's cute. Yeah, that's my boy. Then we have Droopy. Again, kind of a similar thing. I think this is supposed to be a what's it called? A bath toy. I think you like put in water and you like squirt water out in like a very horrible spot. There's some more stuff. Peggle in the box. PC games in boxes, I'm surprised no one really keeps that much. I used to like buy like a lot of the Humongous Entertainment games from half price books, but my mom threw away the boxes and I was very upset by that. Yeah, look, this box is freaking awesome. It opens up. I love Peggle so much. I'm obsessed with Peggle. This is like my favorite game. But like, yeah. The good thing about this game is that when you put it in the computer and install the game, you can still play it. Like even if you don't have the CD-ROM put in there, it's one of those games. But now, because my current laptop doesn't play CD-ROM games, I now have Steam to play them on. And yeah, you can actually download Peggle from there, and the sequel Peggle Knights. The CD manual is just a piece of paper with like nothing on the back. Oh, dang it. I showed the game, didn't I? I meant to just show the box. Whatever, it was a good way to like talk about the game while showing it. I'll try not to do that for this one. This Booba Zone game, the Booba Zone. This is a collection of 2 games, and it also comes with extra stuff to like really get you to get up and move. There's like a play mat, which it's gonna be a pain for me to take out. Maybe I already have it out. I think it's in there. Maybe I'll show it. I won't show the cards that it comes with because I'm pretty sure a lot of people still have the cards. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff about this game. Unfortunately, I can't get it to work on any of my computers, so I can't upload footage of it. There's footage of Boo Ball Wiggle and Giggle online, but not of the other game, Movin' and Groovin', which is just the same game, but with some of the mini games being different. Yeah. Maybe I'll show some of the cards. Oh, that hurt. Ouch, that hurt, see? Freeze. I'm thirsty. You have 2 Movin' Groovin' cards, because I also have the Movin' Groovin' game separately. Yeah, I'm just gonna show the cards of the Wiggle and Giggle one, because I'm pretty sure I've seen a lot of people have the Movin' Groovin' one. Oh, what is all this stuff? It's like instructions. I wish I could have used these when I had trouble installing the game. I don't know how rare the Peggle game physically is. I'm pretty sure you can find this one though. Yeah, I'm gonna go get the mat. Yeah, this is the mat for one of the Boo Ball games. I don't know specifically which one. It's huge, but it's gonna be a pain to like put it back. I think this beanbag chair is falling apart. I just like sunk. Or we have What to Do Blue. This one specifically is the original printing. I'm not gonna show too much. Just like all the stuff that's seen like the back, all these like little advertisements for other Blue's Clues merchandise. Blue's Clues was pretty big with merchandising, much like with the Tom and Jerry movie, except this time there's a lot more, and it makes sense because it's Blue's Clues. I used to have a ton, but I lost a lot of it. I used to have the handy dandy notebook, which is pretty rare. This Blue's Big Treasure CD. That's a very interesting one. Here's one of the advertisements. My cousin used to have this book, but I don't know what happened to that. The Blues 1, 2, 3 time activities game. That's classic. Gotta love humongous entertainment. There's like a bunch of stuff, old like comic books and magazines that are pretty rare. The Dell comics, which I think like from what I read, these weren't released in America. They were released in other countries, but like they've kind of become collector's items. There's an interesting like collection of these with Tom and Jerry and ones with Spike and Tyke. Like this one, uh, but they're inconsistent because they don't uh, keep the same consistent theme with the cover. Like the cover shows like a very winter kind of thing, but like only like a little bit of this is about winter. It is not just about Spike and Tyke because there's also ones of Tom and Jerry, and Tom and Jerry are friends and talk in these ones. I think it's supposed to be based on a show where they're friends from the 70s. See Sleeping Beauty here. I don't want to. Why Sleeping Beauty drawn like Hanna-Barbera character? That's Disney. Yeah. I have three of these. Well, four, because one of them's actually just regular Tom and Jerry. I didn't even realize I had so many of these. Maybe I'll sell these for a lot of money. Tom and Jerry talking regularly was a thing like before the movie, which is just amusing. We have another one. I didn't show the back of this one. During like this point, oh yeah, this beanbag chair is definitely falling apart. Oh my god. Yeah, during this time, Spike and Tyke also had their own series of shorts, but it was only two of them. They were mostly just, I think they were just remakes of Tom and Jerry cartoons, just with Spike and Tyke as the main characters. I think Tom and Jerry even appear in one of them. Like, yeah, those are pretty rare. I don't think they were ever released anywhere, not even on streaming. And then we have a more newer one with Tom and Jerry. There's a magazine. There's actually a lot of magazines based on the movie. I've seen one on Andy McPhee's Instagram. That was just a very interesting one. It was mostly just about like Tom and Jerry in general, like Tom and Jerry kids. Like here an advertisement for Beethoven. It's the Tom and Jerry kids. It seems like Tom is supposed to be talking, but the talk bubble is more like a talk cloud, like he's only thinking. I don't know. Yeah, like before, it's not just Tom and Jerry. There's also stuff about Casper, looks like. There's like a story about Droopy like disguising himself as a Boy Scout. There's more Spike and Tyke stuff. This was distributed by Harvey Classics, even though Tom and Jerry is not a Harvey tune. Yeah, I need a new beanbag chair. Oh, here we get to more like stuff, the good stuff. This is an Adonis magazine, the art magazine of the male physique. Beefcake magazines are pretty rare. Like they're very expensive, and I was lucky to find any of these. I've seen like the Pee Wee Herman like documentary, Paul Rubens had the largest collection of these, including some that I actually do own. He had the one with like Ed Fury, like wearing like a fish net speedo, and like I was jealous. Unfortunately, I can't show most of this because it is too sexy for YouTube. Yeah, there's specifically a lot of pictures where characters are seen wearing like kind of like a posing strap or like some other uh, swimsuit, but like it's actually just drawn on there. I think they're actually just posing naked. Apparently, some of these magazines you can actually wash it off, but I don't think you can here. Try to look for a photo that's more age appropriate. Maybe I'll post this on like archive. Come on. Here's a picture of Steve Reeves, which, if you know, I've been reacting to all the old like Hercules and other similar movies lately. Here's one. Here's a picture of Ed Fury, who's also in some of those movies, which I hope to react to one of them at some point. Yeah. On the front cover, it's Bob Del Montique. I think that's how you pronounce his name. What a guy, honestly. I better put these all away. Maybe I should pause this. Okay, here we have a something that I got with Super Mario Advance 2 Super Mario World. It's like a map of Yoshi's Island, or like the dinosaur land or whatever. And on the back, there's like different enemies in the game. Yeah, this is a classic. I actually really like this so much that I had to get it laminated so it wouldn't rip. Yeah, I was obsessed with this game so much. I think that's where my anger came from. Yeah, I got so angry at this game. Yeah. I really want to play Mario, but I don't have any Nintendo consoles that work, and I only have Steam. But like heck, like Nintendo's gonna release anything on Steam. Here we have number 3. I think it's number 3 from Kids Next Door. Yeah, a lot of Warner Bros, Cartoon Network, Hanna Barbera stuff is pretty rare. Look how tiny this is, though. Yeah, yeah. Kookie's my favorite because I really relate to her because she's obsessed with rainbow monkeys, which is kind of like my obsession with Teletubbies. Like yeah, it's like a parody. And I have a rainbow monkey plush, but I won't show that right now. But what I will show is this little like printed out thing. I think from pbskids.org. Uh, Together Time with Teletubbies, a guide for grandparents. Yeah, maybe I should get this one laminated. So I guess it's like showcasing like the aspects of Teletubbies. I think this was during the time of the 10th anniversary. Because this is gonna be hard to showcase all this. A lot of the pages are blank, so like maybe this will be easy. Meet the Teletubbies. Why does this show like the Nunu and the voice trumpet? They aren't Teletubbies, but okay. This features a lot of rare promotional photos. Like I've never seen most of these photos anywhere else. Ew. Autism speaks. A lot of people don't like them. still have questions about the Teletubbies? Yeah, I do have a lot. This is from 2007. This is from the show's 10th anniversary. They barely did much with it. Here's one I found at an antique store. Peep in the Big Wide World. Not the TV show, but like a short film that came out years prior that looks just like the show. National Film Board of Canada. I guess this came from Canada. I don't know if this is anywhere online. I don't want like risking copyright strike. But yeah, maybe I'll upload the opening and closing to this. The Smarty Pants logo is a very Sesame Street looking logo. It reminds me of the Sesame Street tapes I used to have before I lost them. Yeah, I plan on doing... Oh, how did this get crack on the reel? I plan on... Oh, it looks like it's bent a little bit. Oh, no. Oh, I barely touched it. I do plan on reacting to Sesame Street stuff at some point. And then last, we have another Brum video. This one's from the 90s, the version of Brum that was co-distributed by Hit Entertainment. As far as my knowledge, I don't think the 90s version of Brum ever aired in the United States. But they released a few DVDs from Random House in the early 90s. This one's Brum and the Little Lost Girl. This one has the episode of the same name. And I think it's supposed to have another episode. Oh yeah, it also has Brum and the Mower and Brum at the Safari Park. Yeah, there were other videos. I think you can find them, but like only like one copy of each. 3D model of Brum inside. Punch it out. Yeah, I'll punch out, alright. Put it together. Yeah, this is that one. Better be careful with this. I don't want anything to fall out. Is this upside down? No. Yeah, this is the tape. Yeah, Random House also distributed a lot of Sesame Street videos. That's why the label has like a very yellow look. Yeah. I don't have that much Sesame Street stuff in my collections, surprisingly. Yeah, I used to have one videotape of Sesame Street, but I don't know what happened to that. I only watched it like twice. Maybe I'll do a reaction to that one. Well, that is going to be it for part 1. Part 2 will probably showcase stuff on that shelf where that Putt-Putt thing is. So there's going to be another Humongous Entertainment book. There's probably going to be some games as well. And I'm short now. Yeah, I need a new beanbag chair. I need like a regular chair though. But yeah, see you later.